You guys know what time it is. Time for your 90% market report. I also added a bonus feature in here. Told you guys I was going to do this. I'm going to put out my forecast for the springtime for silver and gold. So please don't take this video or any of my other videos as financial advice. The prices are going to be right on spot, meaning it's going to fall in between. They may go higher, they may go lower. When I release my spring forecast first, we're going to go into the online bullion dealers, see what they have in stock, see at what prices. Then we will do the spring forecast. Then we will get into the melt values of the coins. So thank you for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, come join us. We just hit just over 5,500 subscribers on the channel. Thank you all very much for that as well. Let's just get into the video right now. We're going to start with ATMAX. H stands for the Franklin halves. Q stands for Washington silver quarters. And the D stands for Roosevelt silver dimes. Prices as follows. They had a sale on the halves this week. The halves were $257.90 for $10 face. The quarters were $254.33 for $10 face. The dimes were $128.95 for $5 face. Their breakdown this week was $12.90 each for the halves. Quarters, $6.35 each. Roosevelt silver dimes was $2.58 each. JM bullion for their halves. A roll, they were charging $267.55 for $10 face. Washington silver quarters, they were charging $260.40 for $10 face. Roosevelt silver dimes was $135.57 for $5 face. Their breakdown was $13.38 each for the Franklin halves. Quarters were $6.51 each. Roosevelt silver dimes was $2.71 each. SD, they were very high for the halves this week. $271.46 for $10 face. Silver quarters was $260.74. Roosevelt silver dimes was $130.37 for $5 face. That's supposed to be 5, not 10, folks. I'm sorry. But anywho, the breakdown was $13.57 for Franklin halves. The Q for Washington silver quarters was $6.52 each, and the D for the Roosevelt silver dimes was $2.60 each. How about our sponsor, Pimbex? Pimbex came in at $261.10 for Franklin halves this week. The Washington silver quarters came at $257.60 for $10 face, and the Roosevelt silver dimes came at $129.70. Their breakdown at Pimbex was $13.05 each. The Q stands for, of course, Washington silver quarters came in at $6.44 each, and their Roosevelt silver dimes at Pimbex was $2.59 each. How about our friends at Hero Bullion? They came in at $258.90 for $10 face for the Franklin halves. Quarters, they came in at $258.10 for $10 face. And the Roosevelt silver dimes comes in at $129.40 for $5 face. Their breakdown over Hero was $12.95 each. Quarters was $6.45 each, and the Roosevelt silver dimes was $2.59 each. Monet Metals still has the sale going on. Don't know how they keep doing the sale, but it is what it is this week. $255.54 for $10 face for the Franklin halves. Quarters were $254.54 for $10 face, and the Roosevelt dimes was $127.27 for $5 face. Let's just check out their price points on them. $12.77 each for the Franklin halves. $636 for the Washington silver quarters, and the dimes was $254 each. It's kind of hard to read to the phone, but it is what it is. Was $254 each for the Roosevelt silver dimes. Now, I'm going to get into the spring forecast, and again, don't use this as a financial advice. Don't use this as it's going to happen. It's just a forecast, folks. In the winter months, I was right on track fell in between with the silver price. Gold price went more than I expected. It is what it is. I'm not 100% accurate. Like, again, it's just the forecast. So we're going to call it the spring forecast. I think silver will fall in between $29.75 to $42.50. This will start actually on March 21st, I'm predicting, all the way to June 20th of this year. That is the springtime. That is the forecast I'm laying out for silver. Agree with it? Don't agree with it? You think I'm on track? Put it in the comments. Gold. I'm going as low as $2,875, all the way up to $3,390, folks. Yes, a little bit of wide range to go. Gold could go. Look, gold can get up there very quickly. We've seen $50, $60 days. Not saying it's going to happen, but it's very likely. I think this is a good forecast for the spring months. So with that being said, you know, why it's still relatively cheaper now for silver and gold? Check out channel sponsor pinbacks.com. Oftentimes, not all the time, they have the best prices. You're going to get the best customer service, I guarantee you that. Call Michael, call Brian up. Let me know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. That way, they'll be able to do more giveaways later on in the show. That's all I'm asking for, folks. It's not because I make a commission, because that's furthest from the truth of that as well. So that is all that's for. I thank you for, you know, going to Pinbacks, purchasing your medals. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Thank you all for the ones who's been watching and subscribing, because it's not possible without you. That is the honest God truth, too. That's not possible without the subscribers watching. So if you're not yet subscribed, it's a good time to subscribe now. Good time to share the video out. Good time to give a thumbs up if you're not done that yet. Let's talk about the melt values of the coins this week. You guys see I got the war nickels out here. So the war nickels are now melting for $1.91 each. You know, there's a lot of debate about the war nickels and the 40% silver halves. People say the melters don't want them. Again, I wish people would stop thinking about just the present time. You know, we could be using these 6 months, 8 months, a year from now in barter, folks. You know, we really could be. And people will learn very quickly what a war nickel is, what a silver dime is, if people really don't know. Like I said, I could give a rat's behind if the melters want them or not. I know for sure I can take them to the shop that I work for, and we will buy them. I know I can flip them on eBay very easily, and people will buy them. Think about down the road. Don't have the tunnel vision, just what's going on right this moment. That's the worst thing that I think you can do. Again, not financial advice, but I'm stacking them. I have in the container 977 of them. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yeah, I got a little bit more in off-site location. So, moving forward, silver dimes are now melting for $2.45 each. Look, guys, I do this every single week. Just go back to the last couple of videos I've done on this subject. 90% silver market watch. This is my 31st one. And the prices, every time silver goes up, of course, these coins are going to go up too. It's a hedge against inflation, folks. This is what this is. This is why I do this every single week, to keep you folks updated. Silver quarters are now melting for $6.12 each. Your 90% silver halves are now over $12, folks. $12.25 melt value only. I remember when I was doing these videos, we were doing at $10 each, a little over $10 each. Then we got up to 11. Now we're over 12. Wow. You have 40% silver halves. Another one that people wanted to give me a hard time about. That's okay. They're now melting for $5 and a penny each. Your Morgan and Peace dollars, again, just the melt value, folks, are now over $26, $26.20. Your Silver Eagles. Someone asked me to put Silver Eagles in there. I'm going to keep doing this. $33.87. That's spot. That is spot just right now. So whatever spot is, that's going to be your silver eagle price, of course. But I just threw it in there because some people want that in there. So I'm going to throw it in there. I think it's a good thing for people to realize where we're at. That is where your metals are lined up for this week, folks. Prices go higher, all your coins are going to go, all these metals are going to go higher. All your 90% silver is going to go higher as well. Just keep that in mind as we're out there. There's getting less and less deals on eBay. You know, I'm having a hard time. You know, and some people are just charging way too much. And all I can say about that, don't get caught up in a bidding war with somebody else. It's just not worth it. Put in your limit, and if it goes over, just let it go, folks. That's your best bet. There's going to be more out there. You're going to catch a deal later on. You know, it's going to be a hit or miss right now. People are starting to wake up what these values of metals really are. And that is where we're heading. Let's look into silver year-to-date prices. You know, there's been a couple people that want to troll me and say silver's no good, gold's no good, or I've been hearing the last 4 years that silver's not done nothing. Well, it's just since the beginning of the year, folks. January 1st. I'm just going back to January 1st. I did yesterday, the past year. So just since January 1st. Silver's up 17.75%. Or up $5.19 an ounce. And we're not even into 3 months of the year yet. So take it as that is. Gold, year to date, since January 1st, goes up $360.10. Or up $13.64. Like I've said before in the past, silver was going to outperform gold. It's doing just that right now, folks. Yeah, that's why I put that prediction out there for the gold, because it could get up $300 more in the springtime, folks. We will see. Platinum, year to date, is up $102.70 or up 11.82%. Copper per pound is up 86 cents. You're going to say, well, that's not a big jump, Chris. Well, no, it's maybe not, but in percentage-wise, is up 21.25%. It's not always about the money, about how much stuff goes up. You got to look at the percentages. Now, let me know if you can do better in a high-yield savings account with silver at 17.75%, gold 13.64%, platinum 11.82%, copper at 21.25%. A high-yield savings account, or maybe a 3-month CD that you're not able to cash out yet. Let's say you were able to do it January 1st. All the metals have outperformed any high-yield savings account, any interest you would get in a CD. And guess what? After all that's said and done, you're still going to lose it to inflation if you put it into a CD. Again, not financial advice, just making my point. So, the ones that want to come on and say silver, gold, platinum, you know, even copper right now is nothing but junk. Well, I'd like to know where you're making 17%, 13%, and so on. Well, it ain't going to happen with this Bitcoin, because year to date with Bitcoin, it's down 10,129.18, or down 10.73. But Bitcoin was supposed to be the new digital gold, the new way of trading, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You know, some people are not going to like me saying that, but you can't go against the proof. There's proof right there in front of you. Black and white proof. Silver, gold, platinum, copper, all have done excellent so far this year. Bitcoin, I don't think so. And that's just in the proof right there. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, my email is always in the description of every single video. Please reach out. I'm always happy to help you. Want to thank Quick thanks to channel sponsor Pinbacks. Thank you again, Michael and Brian, for sponsoring the channel. Thank you to your team. And most importantly, folks, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. It is not possible without all you folks every single day watching my videos. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Until the next video, Coin Shop Chris is out. We will catch you this afternoon.